What is up, mis caballeros y caballeras, to another unboxing video of Collectro stuff. And as you can see here, we have the one and only, the leader of the Bad Batch, Hunter. If you guys are living under a rock, the Bad Batch is a Star Wars series on Disney Plus, created by our buddy Dave Filoni. It is part of the Star Wars franchise, acting both as a sequel to a spin-off from the series Star Wars The Clone Wars. So Bad Batch, a squad of elite clone troopers with genetic mutations. Awesome show, but enough about the show. Let's talk about the figure. Here we have Hunter, the leader of the Bad Batch. But first off, let's get him out of his packaging. Okay, so here we have the figure. Let's get the stuff out of or off the box. In this case, he doesn't have too much accessories, but I believe it's enough for what we get. And what I do love about Hasbro and what they're doing with their boxes is that it's very easy to put this figure back inside the box. I want to say the plastic, at least the plastic on his backpack per se, does feel very I want to say thick. You know, it feels very juicy. It doesn't feel cheap. If I do say so myself. This is a $20 to $25 figure, so I believe that it is not bad. Here we have the guns. Comes with these guns are made of like this black plastic, and I do believe it has like some silvery particles or silvery sparkles within the plastic. I do want to like retouch them with some silver, but I don't know, I'll probably just leave them alone. Same thing with the pistol here, nothing too crazy going on. We do have the same black plastic with the silvery particles inside. We also here have a blade or a little knife, if you will, or a dagger. Very sturdy too. It's a little bent. I'm gonna have to put the heat gun to it just to straighten it out. And I believe there is like some detail on it, like if it was like a motherboard, something like that. And then same black plastic for the handle here. We have one more accessory. Obviously, we have his helmet. I do like what they did here with the helmet. It's very pliable plastic. It's good because you don't want to scratch up your figure. And I do like the idea where they put the helmet directly onto the head. That's, to me, is amazing. The whole swapping of the head to me feels like a little tired out, and I do believe that back in the day, they're talking about in the 90s, toys did have a lot of these helmets to pop on and off. I was worried that if it was a helmet, that the head was going to look a little too big when the helmet is on, but looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the figure. Now, it does look like Hunter. Something that I did notice before I even took him out of the box was that he looks too how can I put this? He doesn't look cartoony enough. Hunter to me is more cheekbones, a little thinner, but that's fine. I mean, he does look like the character or the person who the character is based off of. And for those of you who don't know, he's based off of Temuera Morrison, who also plays Boba Fett in The Mandalorian. Now, something I want to note about the backpack here is that I love the fact that the peg itself has a distinct shape to it. A lot of these toys that come with the backpacks that just have a regular peg that kind of spin it. I do like the articulation on the figure. I feel like the figure is not as heavy as I would thought it would be, but still it feels like a really good plastic. A lot of good details on there, a lot of scratches, which is something that I love to see. I do want to put like a black wash on this just so that those scratches actually pop. We'll probably do a little segment on that. But anyhow, let's get to the joints. So here we do have a single jointed elbow. It's single jointed, but I do like the range of motion it does have. It's still pretty good, can't complain there. The arms go up that far. He does have that rubbery shoulder piece that again, very good, very flexible, something that I feel like it would last a very long time as long as you don't have him posing in the same position with his arms up. Love the details on there, the paint job. They did an amazing job. I wish it just had a little bit of black wash on there, and it's not too much, just a little bit. There we have that range of motion, goes all the way around. That thing it bothers just a little bit, but it's something that I don't see breaking very easily. He does have a little swivel on that arm. I did notice that the wrist is different on the other wrist. This one is meant more for for the pistol. It does have that swivel that goes up and down and it spins, and then the other one just goes side to side. Again, don't mind it because that's meant more for his gun. We just notice that he has a trigger finger, and this one's meant more for, I guess, the helmet. He also has a little compartment on the side here, which I really dig. I love figures that have compartments to put their weapons away. It's a shame that I don't see a peg hole for the gun, because I know that this big gun here has a peg on the side. Yeah, that's definitely a peg. But it's a shame there's nothing where you can peg that over here on the back. Man, see, that's the problem. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. That is something that would have been awesome to see, like right there on the side would be perfect, or maybe even right here on the leg. But oh well. Okay, well, going back into articulation, he does have that midsection crunch. Has a decent of range. I feel like another bend right there, or another joint to just have him, forward. His legs has that armor that hinders a little bit, but notice if you just move it to the side, it will work. The knees have a single joint connection. Again, good range of motion, not double jointed, but it does do the job. Oh yeah, and that kneecap, I love that it's there. It's very flexible. It's not connected to the shin, it's mostly connected to the top, which again I dig. And then right below the knee, you can spin or twist that joint there. He does have ankle pivot. The ankles do move up and down, which is beautiful. Wish I had toe articulation, but can't ask for too much. It's not bad either way. He does have a very good range of motion with the head there. The neck itself moves forward and back. Also, the head does move back and forth. Let's quickly compare him with Boba Fett. I don't believe these two characters will probably be in the same room together, but again, I do love that they keep it consistent. These are supposed to be clones from Boba, or Boba's papa. I could have these two characters side by side on a shelf. Also, so I was talking about before compartments. See, this is a very good comparison. See, here he has his little sheath for his gun. Now, Hunter doesn't have that, but I feel like they could have at least put a peg on the side of his leg, man. Come on, just put that gun right there and let's move on, or whatever. But at least have a compartment for one of the guns. That's all I'm saying. Just one, you guys. I said I was gonna do it. I was thinking about it, and then you know what? I am going to do it. So I am going to do some black washing. Back then I used to use shoe polish. I believe I got this from Cosplay Chris. Yeah, the YouTuber cosplayers do it best. That guy. Long time ago. I remember when he used to do that. And it was something so simple. It was stuff that I've seen him do on video. So you know what? Let's give it a shot. I think later on in the video, I do end up changing it up to some paint, some black paint with some water, and I feel like we get better results with that. But if you want, just gonna jump ahead real quick here. I am trying to do what I can with this ink, but yeah, well, let's just skip over a few steps and then we'll get into it. I'm not gonna get too crazy with the details and how I did this. Again, if you want to see a little more in depth with how this works or how it's done, it's pretty straightforward. Just dab a little bit, don't let it dry too much, and then wipe away the excess, leaving obviously the black ink in the crevices, or in this case the details on his sheath here. Okay, so yes, here I switched it up with some airbrush paint that I've had laying around. I gotta say, it's not a major difference, but if you do notice in the show, to me, every time I see the Bad Batch, they always look very dirty, and I feel like if I was in the same room with them, they'd be a little bit of smelly. But yeah, the difference is there. Again, this is not something for you to go crazy on. You just want to just give enough black on into the figure and the armor itself, just so that the rest of the crevices do pop up. I did like how this figure came out with the black wash. Let me know what you guys think in the just in the comments down below. And again, you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you watched it all the way until the end, I am gonna put a comparison, if I haven't done it already, of the before and after. Again, it's not a major difference, but it's just a little bit of something that at least I feel happy with how it came out with. I can't wait for the rest of the wave to come out. I did pre-order this one and the other Bad Batch from Big Bad Toy Store, but unfortunately they're still not available for shipping. So yeah, I got this figure from Walgreens of all places. So what I ended up doing was just canceling Hunter, but I am still waiting for the rest. So anybody from Big Bad Toy Store, probably not watching this video, but if you are, please, I'm begging you, contact me. Hook me up with these figures, man. And thank you for subscribing. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. Overall, awesome figure. Can't wait for the rest of them. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.